All right, it's time for the Monday Moment. This is Marquise Martin Hayes. Let's jump right in. Listen, I wanted to let you know that you are amazing. Let's start with that. You're amazing, and what you're up to matters, and what you do with your time matters. However, and you know there's always something more to it. I was listening on Clubhouse the other day. I was on the Breakfast for Champions channel, and they had an interview with the world-renowned motivational speaker, inspirational sales trainer, Dennis Waitley, at 88 years old. It was phenomenal. He shared content that was mind-blowing, that slowed me down, that made me think about the entrepreneur that I am, the individual that I am on the planet. And so many people were so excited to listen to him and all the things he was going to share. And it was a beautiful, beautiful thing. He talked about some of the wisdom, some of the highs and the lows. But then at one point, a gentleman asked him, he said, what's some of the lessons? What would you, Dennis Waitley, now at 88 years old, been amongst the greatest on the planet and known for being an effective communicator and a successful businessman? What would you share with the young entrepreneurs? And this is what he shared and what I want to share with you today. He said, well, the first thing I would tell young entrepreneurs is don't chase the money. Don't chase the fame. It's not worth it. Now that's coming from a man who's already has the money and he has the fame. And he's telling young entrepreneurs that that can't be the focus. He said he spent way too much time on stages that didn't matter. He said, as a matter of fact, if the purpose isn't what's driving you, then don't do it because you'll miss out on so many things in life. But then he said something more critical that I want to share with you today on this Monday. He said the other thing that I would do if I can go back and do it differently. Now, we've all heard those stories, people on their deathbed, and they said, if you had to do it all over again, what would you do? And people always say, or we read, I'd spend more time with my family. Here's what Dennis Waitley said. He said, not only when I spend more time with my family, he said, actually, I made the championship games. I made the important games. I was there. But he said, what I would do differently, and this is the part I want you to get. He says, I would make the practices. I would spend more time at the practices. I would spend more time at the insignificant moments to connect, to be present with my loved ones. He said, all the fame, all the hype, all those things are great, but not intentionally scheduling date night, not intentionally making the practice, the seemingly insignificant moments with the people that you love is never worth going after the business. He went on and said, you've got to be intentional about that because that's what actually matters in life. He used an example from Les Brown with his son. As he was talking, he simply said, Les had just finished rocking the stage. It was the first time he probably made $100,000 or something like that. And when he got off stage, he went to his son. He said, son, I made this money. We can do all these things. And he's so excited. And his son replied and said to him, thank you for the presents, but I would have rather had your presence. So I'm asking you, what are you sacrificing to go get the gold, to go get the fame, to go get the money that you think is going to be there for you later? You see, life and the toys is beautiful. Life without your loved ones is horrible. Ma'am, sir, your existence is not about how many toys you can create. Your children are not going to be better because you amass so much money or whatever it is that you're after. They'll be better because you spent time with them. They'll be better because you intentionally made them a priority. They'll be better because you were present. So Mr. Dennis Waitley went on to say, yeah, he now stops. If someone says to him, hey, come look at the moon, he stands up and goes and looks at the moon because he understands those moments in being in the now is all that we actually have. And if we're bypassing the now for the hope that we're missing life. So today, I just want to leave you what Dennis Waitley said, not what I said, what Dennis Waitley said about how important it is that you seize the moment and you don't bypass them on your way to your goal or whatever it is you say you want to have. Be present so that you can connect and truly experience life. This is Marquise Martin Hayes. That was your Monday Moment. Have a fantastic week.